This is my brand new camera, and this is one of the first meals that I've filmed with said camera. Here's why that's important. When I started making YouTube videos in November of 2022, I was in my college apartment in Central Texas, filming with my iPhone 12, and I told myself that I was not gonna buy a real camera until I reached 5,000 subscribers. And I'm happy to say, as of April 13th, 2025, I reached that milestone. So this video mainly serves as a means of teaching myself how to use this camera, and also as a little look into a week's worth of my diet, workouts, life, and most importantly, grocery shopping. So I'm glad you're here, and welcome to the first day of the week. I started off the week with a typical breakfast of mine, which is just any pound of meat, in this case it was 93% lean ground turkey, with 2 eggs and some egg whites. I also was accompanied by a fly in my kitchen on this morning. But he didn't last very long. And then after I slammed this absolutely delightful vegan nightmare, I made myself a bowl of slop, aka oatmeal. Here's me dancing in front of the microwave. And if you're wondering what I add to my oatmeal, it's the standard stuff: protein powder, some sugar-free syrup, maybe a little bit of creatine if I have it on hand. And this bowl of oatmeal was actually pretty good. One of my better bowls I've made in a while.
I'm like a pig at the trough, just having my slop, my glue.
And then we fast forward a few hours later to my drive to the gym, where I crack open my favorite part of the day.
No hands. Oh!
Sorry for the audio sounding weird. I hadn't figured out how to use the microphone properly with my new camera at this point, so the audio is kind of distorted.
Dude, what the hell are you talking about?
Then once I arrived at the gym, I did a little monologue in my car explaining why I've been gone and explaining kind of what my current living situation is. But long story short, I'm a full-time editor for another YouTuber, and it's been the steepest learning curve probably in the history of learning curves. I've just been like... So yeah, moving on to the next day, and we got ourselves a little fashion show. Hey, do you like fashion? Me too. Gymshark clothing try-on haul. I'm slowly turning into a girl. It's gonna turn into like a makeup channel. Give me like a week, and we're gonna... Fit check! And no, I'm not sponsored by Gymshark, probably because you're small. At least not yet, but I do enjoy their clothing, so I thought it would be fun to show you what I got. Okay, first thing we're trying on is these pants. Kind of hate them, actually. Next thing, we're gonna try on this shirt here. It's blue. It's like my eyes. Does it make my eyes pop? I also have this same shirt in red. I actually really like these shirts. And then we also got this like cutoff tank. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And you know we gotta tuck that sucker in. Following my exhilarating runway performance, I went to the gym. Here's me in the posing room after the workout. As you can see, footage looks like garbage. Still learning how to use the camera. Now we're on day 3 in the kitchen, getting ready to prepare another meal.
Good morning. We are having a steak this morning because I think I'm going carnivore, actually. Because now that I'm like stupid rich, you know me, just like Dr. Moneybags, I have no problem with buying high quality meats like steaks and stuff.
Now, when I say I'm Dr. Moneybags, what I'm referring to is, if you remember, I mentioned I got this editing job working for another creator. Pretty sure I signed something saying I can't say who it is, but I think it's okay for me to say that I have the job in the first place. Yeah, so I'm not gonna disclose any actual values, but let's just say, nowadays, there ain't no quality in meat too expensive for Parker.
Now that I like make more money than I've ever seen in my... Karma right there. That was karma right there for trying to flex on you. So, in order to have a good steak, I'm gonna walk you through 101 steak cooking with Parker. First thing you gotta do, you gotta beat that meat. And then you gotta tenderize the steak. And then you gotta salt it. Ideally, I would like salt this like way beforehand. Like I would prep it, do a little dry brine on it. You know, real Food Network style. But today we're doing this a la carte, avant-garde, impromptu.
The method that I'm using to cook the steak is called a reverse sear, where you cook it in some kind of enclosed container, in this case, just my air fryer. Could be an oven or toaster oven, honestly. You cook it for about 5 minutes at a high temperature, and then you throw it onto a screaming hot pan, and you sear both sides of the carcass.
Oh yeah, that's a good looking sear right there. Call me Siri. Hey Siri, why you gotta be so goddamn stupid?
Before rapidly removing and allowing it to rest.
Because you know what they say, no color, no flavor. And now we're gonna cook these eggs that I just whipped up.
Get ready for the grand cross-section reveal. Oh yeah. Pink and tender, just how I like it.
Nice and salty. One thing you should know about me, I hate undersalted meats. If anything, I'd rather have it be too salty. Like, nothing drives me more insane than biting into a chicken breast and it's just like they didn't season it at all. People always say, oh, you can just season it after. No, you can't. So while I got you here, I got some things in my mind. Since I've been doing this full-time editing job for this other creator, I've gotten to a point where I absolutely dread, and when I say dread, like my phone is my enemy. Which is also kind of why I like having this new camera now, is that I don't have to be on my phone as often.
Notice how this footage looks super grainy?
Because for the most part, my phone is just a gateway towards anxiety.
Like there's a lot of noise in the footage.
And like, oh, like anxiety, oh, it's poor me, I have so much anxiety. It's not even like that, it's just like, I hate notifications. Notifications just make me so irritated.
That's because I have my ISO way too high. This whole using a real camera thing, driving me nuts.
But I can't put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I have people that, you know, I'm accountable to respond to notifications. And now, like the last thing I want to do in my free time is watch YouTube videos. Like I really enjoy watching movies that I download illegally. Been rewatching the Mission Impossible movies last few nights, you know, ramping up for the new one coming out in like a month or so. But like, yeah, now, if you text me, I get pissed off because it's like, God damn it, another thing I have to worry about, you know? Like another person I have to respond to. So, actually, it's a lie. If your name is Mandy Bagley, you can text me.
Once the extremely anabolic breakfast was complete,
all gone.
It was time to make my way to the gym. However, on this day during my drive, I had some thoughts I needed to get off my chest. 3, 2, 1, come on now. Ah! You just witnessed the best part of my day. Second best part of my day. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. If you gave me the choice between the first sip of a cold energy drink or a loving, healthy relationship, I'm not saying I would choose the energy drink, but I'm saying I'd have to think about it. Wow. I'm about to go hit a putrid little revolting chest and back pump. Gonna make me gag. It's gonna be so nasty. I've changed my split back to a 3-day split. Shoulders, arms, chest, back, and then legs. Mainly because with this new full-time editing job, I cherish any opportunity to leave the computer screen, to leave the house. And so with this split, it basically lets me go to the gym more frequently. I'd like to talk about things that infuriate me. There's a lot of things. I'm not gonna get through them all right now. But one thing that has been really driving me nuts, I don't know if you get these. I've been getting them since I was 2 years old. The canker sores, the cold sores on the inside of your mouth, like on the inside of your lip, like, yeah. Dude, I mean, I don't think there's a single thing on planet Earth that pisses me off more. Especially, like, not only is it just uncomfortable throughout the day, right? I'm sitting here and I'm like, damn, like that's a thing, that hurts. But also, you ever bite one? You ever accidentally like bite your lip and you like nail it right where the sore is? Like that might be the most pure, unadulterated rage and anger that a human being can feel. Something else that makes me upset, traffic lights. You might be thinking, Parker, how'd you think of that one? How'd you think of that original idea? Well, looking at them, oh, it's yellow, I'm running it. Hell yeah, I'm running it. You didn't really see that, but I basically just ran a red light. That was pretty cool. It's this red shirt, man. It's bringing the blood out of me, my inner gang member. Now that I got those thoughts off my chest, it's time to hit some chest. More specifically, chest and back. And as far as workouts go, it was above average. This was also my first time using the new camera in my gym, and I gotta say, it looks incredible. A lot better than the iPhone. But yeah, workout was going great until, in the middle of it, I went to the lobby of my gym and discovered these. Anabars, the protein-filled candy bar. Now, if you know anything about me, I love protein bars. However, as of late, I've been trying to kind of stay away from them, mainly for like health reasons, trying to stay away from the hydrogenated vegetable oils, which I know sounds like a joke, but it's actually not. Anyway, so my owner put them out for free because apparently she herself didn't like the flavor of them, and she would have felt guilty if she was selling something that she didn't like herself. I don't know, not the greatest business mindset in my opinion. Anyway, once the lift was done, I hit some Stairmaster like I do after every workout nowadays. 30 minutes, level 6. And with the conclusion of the Stairmaster, we are also brought to the end of day 3, which naturally sends us breakfast on day 4, we're having ground bison and eggs, keeping that carnivore vibe alive. Although this was the first time I had bison in a while, and I gotta say, not as good as I remember it being. I think I like elk more. But that's something we can get into in a future video. After the meal was finished, it's time to go to the gym, but on this day, as you can see, I don't have any caffeinated bubbles in my hand, and that's a problem. So, to remedy that situation, we need to make a quick stop at one of my new favorite places. $2.49 Express Mart! Whoop, whoop. This specific convenience store probably has one of the best energy drink selections I've ever seen, which honestly makes picking one, it's honestly overwhelming. Every time I come in here, I never know what to get. I mean, look at all the choices, every single brand. They even got Chris Bumstead's brand. However, I did come to this store specifically for one brand, which is the Gorilla Mind energy drinks, which unless I want to buy them online, this seems to be the only place where I can seem to find them. Energy drink unboxing, unbagging. Pink lemonade bum energy. I typically don't like these only because it's a small can. I like big cans. I like big girthy cans, but I've never tried the pink lemonade flavor. And I also carried that over into my decision to getting this one, Dr. Bum. That's intriguing. Reminds me of Dr. Doofenshmirtz. If they made bum energy in big cans, it'd be over. Gorilla Mind Exotic Kiwi. The fact that this gas station has Gorilla Mind energy drinks is what kind of sets it apart from other locations. Sour Black Cherry, Ghost, same one I had yesterday, and then Old Faithful Ghost Tropical Mango. But right now, I'm thinking we try Dr. Doofenshmirtz Bumstead. Yeah, that tastes like a Dr. Pepper. I like it. That would be great with some alcohol. Then I arrived at the gym, and I do want to note here that C-Bum energy drink only has about 100 milligrams of caffeine. And I don't know about you, but that is not enough. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That laugh you just heard belongs to this young man named Cannon. He works at the gym I go to, and me and him constantly just have the dumbest conversations before my workouts. What do you see yourself, like, what would be like a dream job for you?
Being a stripper with like those inflatable costumes. You seen that?
What?
Like wearing an inflatable like T-Rex costume and being a stripper.
That's a dream job.
Then I hit my leg workout, and it was okay. Wasn't nothing to write home about. Still getting used to using this new camera, which is why the footage looks kind of terrible, to be honest, super overexposed. But then I went to the movie theater afterwards to see The Accountant 2, because it had just released, and I gotta say, really enjoyed it. Day 5, how you doing? You're catching me in the middle of my shoulders and arms workout, which was going pretty good, and during this workout, I kind of had some thoughts on my mind, so I decided to vocalize them, which is something I haven't done in a while. Just express some random thoughts I have during my workout.
It blows my mind that going to the gym is not regarded in the same manner as the other necessities of life. food, water, shelter. I think it should be food, water, shelter, exercise. Like, how can you not exercise? The concept of that doesn't even make sense to me. Like, people that don't work out and they say, oh, you're just a gym guy. Like, I'm not like that. Like, no, I'm a human being, and human beings require exercise. So people that don't exercise regularly and they consider a person who exercises regularly to be like a specific archetype of person, like, what do? You just spend the whole day scrolling on your phone?
Following the conclusion of my shoulders and arms workout, I found myself in the posing room.
You know, I used to like silently clown on people that would do exactly what I'm doing right now with their big old fancy camera in the posing room, trying to manipulate lighting and make themselves feel adequate, at the very least. And now I'm kind of one of them, one of those people, so it's not a great feeling. But it also feels kind of nice.
Then, after a little bit more posing, I left the gym and arrived at the final location for this video, the grocery store. And my only goal in this grocery store is to answer the question on all of your minds. Parker, what the hell is in your grocery cart? Well, I'm so glad you asked.
You're wondering what I got? I got extra lean ground beef, 96.4, probably my favorite source of protein at the moment. Oh my God, you know what I just realized? Having the AirPods in makes me look like a non-crazy person because it makes me look like I'm talking on the phone with somebody. That's actually kind of a hack, bro. I might have just cracked the code. I might have just cracked the socially acceptable code for filming in the grocery store. Because I've always wanted to like do this. What else did I get? Hold on, I gotta get something really important here. Fairlife, ultra filtered milk, love it. Love it. Also gonna grab some egg whites. Should I get some Greek yogurt? Should I get some Greek yogurt? I don't know, do I need Greek yogurt? Probably. I'm just gonna get the cups. I'm gonna get the Greek yogurt cups, just because with those I'm able to pace myself a little bit better. Not the best value, but I don't go absolutely bonkers when it comes to serving size when I have a fixed amount. Oikos, 000, you know how we do it. I get 2 of them. In terms of other meats that I got, I also got me some ground elk. And before you look at the price of this thing per pound, which is jaw-dropping, I want you to remember that I am Dr. Moneybags now. So money is irrelevant to me. It's better than bison, in my opinion. Better than beef. Tastes pretty similar to beef, but I think Joe Rogan has not been lying to us. I'm also gonna be getting my favorite energy drinks at the moment. And before you say I'm cringe, dude, I'm not even lying to you. The Prime Dream Pop, this like orange creamsicle Prime, sensational. Dare I say sexual? And then also these, the white Primes are good. They're basically a white monster. Also their cherry limeade one, it's good too. I'm gonna get some of these too. Moving on. And this next meat source that I got, I only got because it reminded me of you, to be honest. Butterball. I've never actually seen this brand before and it made me laugh, so that's why I'm getting it. 93.7 ground turkey, can't go wrong. Now, right now my diet is extremely low carb, and so I'm not really eating a whole lot of carbs with my meals, just strictly protein. But I do have oatmeal every now and again, and I do like me a little bit of cereal as like my one little indulgence thing. But my main thing with cereal is it cannot have any kind of seed oil or vegetable oil, canola oil, anything like that. No hydrogenated vegetable oils in sight near my body, which is why I've also kind of stopped with the protein bars as of right now. These organic peanut butter dots, peanut butter little doodads, these have been going unbelievably crazy. I haven't even showed you these. I've been eating these this whole week, but I've been kind of like too scared to show them to you. But the ingredients in here, super clean, super basic stuff. No oils, no enriched white flour, just corn flour, peanut butter, and since I'm also staying away from peanut butter because I will go way too hard if I have peanut butter in my house, this is like my peanut butter fix. I know. Fall from grace, to be honest. I'm not even eating peanut butter anymore. It's honestly pretty sad. And then for my last meat source, good old-fashioned steak. Good old-fashioned sirloin steak. Not the most like premium cut of meat, but in terms of leanness and serving size and price, it makes me happy. It makes me happy, and that's all you can really ask for at the end of the day.
Once the grocery shopping was complete, I headed home because I was starving. I had worked up quite the appetite, not just from the day, but also from the entire week of filming, which I had a great time doing, by the way. Look out for more videos like this in the future. But on the topic of food, I wasn't sure what I was gonna eat for dinner, but I knew it was gonna be one of the leaner cuts of meat that I bought because I wanted to keep my calories as low as possible. Fuck, dude, I forgot cooking spray.